Good morning from Anchorage.
We are officially here.
We are. We have already gotten up and had breakfast and done some wandering. Editing me, put that footage in right now. Good morning, nice care. Well, we decided to visit the omelet station this morning in addition to the old yogurt and chia station. Woohoo! So we are having a bit of a scenic sail in to Anchorage proper this morning. We've got a little bit of fog out there, but I'm thinking we'll have a nice day overall. They've also got some narration happening up at the crow's nest, I think, right now, but you can hear it all around out here. And just like that, while we were eating breakfast, the sun has decided to come out a little bit. They don't really set the lounge chairs out, I guess, too many port day mornings, so folks have taken to dragging their own chairs to the edge.
Beautiful day. It's not too cold. Just a little bit of breeze. I think it's still only supposed to be like 54, but it feels warmer than that.
It's funny how it looks both sunny and dreary over on this side, but there we are starting to get some peaks of our destination. Double updates. They have just started bringing the chairs out. Nice. So right around 9:30. And we looked up the weather, and it's going to be a high of 65 today and 65 tomorrow with very little chance of rain. Woohoo!
Woohoo, indeed.
How about that? So
nice.
Now we're back in the cabin. We've just gotten the announcements over the PA that we are clear, ready to head ashore.
Yep.
Now, when you head ashore, it's a little interesting.
It is. Yeah.
You can't walk out of this port.
And taxis can't pick you up in the port.
But they do have complimentary shuttling that will get you out to the convention center area, which is near the log cabin area, which is good, because that's where our tour starts. We are hopping out with Anchorage Trolley Tours today.
Yeah.
They have a 1-hour trolley tour option, which just rolls you around town. They have a 2-hour option, which rolls you even further and lets you get out and take photo
Opportunities, correct.
That's right. Take photo. I just ran up mid-sentence. Guess which one we're doing?
2 hours.
The one with photos. We're doing the longer one.
Yeah.
So I think we're scheduled for about 1 o'clock. It's just after 11 now. So I guess let's roll out there and get ready.
Yeah, let's go wander.
Woohoo! Well, here in the casino, we have found the line to get off the ship to then join the line for the shuttle to town. Welcome to the outside. We've got quite the steep little setup of gangways. double ramps today. We have made it down to ground level, now around the corner to find the shuttle buses. I see they've got shore excursions to the right, shuttle to the left. Stuck in the middle with you. Oh, we just missed the bear bus.
Oh, cute.
There is our ride. Well, the drop spot is here at the Egan Convention Center as last time.
Oh, great.
Well, around the corner to the right. That should put us on track to find the Log Cabin Visitor Center area. There we have it, visitor information, the log cabin, and actually I see the trolley just on the other side loading up. I guess that's the tour before ours. Well, that was super easy to find, right here by the log cabin. Well, we've got a good half hour to kill. There's polar bear gifts where we went last time. Here is Once in a Blue Moose. Very cute. Well, we're just going to have a little look around in here. I'll catch up with you when it's tour time. Oh my gosh. Well, we wandered next door to the Federal Building now. They've got a little cart out here looking like they're doing sausages. Reindeer, buffalo. Wow, they've got meals for 10 bucks. Gyros. Yeah, looks like your meal option comes with chips and a drink. Anchortown Dogs. Well, they got a whole little toppings bar here on the end. Let's see what kind of beverages we're working with here as we listen to Come On Eileen. Oh, cool. So D went with a Polish. You have decorated that sucker up with pickles.
I didn't have anywhere else to put them, and I wanted some pickles, so I just put some mustard on it.
Nice. You went with some Hawaiian potato chips and a Diet Dr. Pepper. I did get the reindeer with the grilled onions on it. See, I put my pickle on the side. Ooh, I meant to get mustard. Forgot about that. I might go add that. I got jalapeno Hawaiian chips, because, you know, when in Alaska. And Diet Dr. Pepper. Now we'll sit out here and shoo the birds away. Don't come get my lunch, birds. That was dang tasty. It had a nice little snap to the dog, nice and meaty. $10 meal deal, you can't beat that. Now I'm not sure which reindeer that was. I feel like it could have been Olive. You know, Olive, the other reindeer. That's the one that nobody liked. Olive. Jokes. Did you not approve of my jokes?
No, it was not nice.
Well, how's your sausage? Nice?
It's really good. Also has a good snap, really good flavor. The bun was like toasted, I guess you'd say, on the grill. It's good.
Fresh.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
Now that we are sufficiently satisfied, let's jump back across the street for trolley loading. Right here in front of the historic City Hall. Well, this is our ride. Let's hop on board.
My name is Dave. I'll be your tour guide and your tour driver today. Born and raised up here in Alaska. My dad came to Alaska in 1932, married my mom in 1939. My father was an attorney by profession. He was appointed by Dwight D. Eisenhower to be the last federal territory judge up here in Alaska before we became a state. Now you're located on 4th Avenue right now. 4th Avenue is famous for a couple of reasons, not the least of which is on March 27th, 1964 at 5:36 in the evening, North America experienced the longest and largest earthquake ever recorded. 9.2 on the Richter scale, lasted for 4 minutes and 38 seconds. During the course of the earthquake, this street split in half, dropping 11 to 22 feet, extending 12.5 miles out to Earthquake Park. That's one of the stops we'll make here today. In 1925, no one been hit with a diphtheria outbreak, and there lay in their hospital 69 children who were sick and dying who needed to get the serum to stay alive. Well, once it was located, they decided that the quickest way to get it into Nome, Alaska was to use dog teams. One team would mush it to the next team, hand it off, and then they would go on from there.
Well, we've reached our first stop already. Oh, I can hear a truck going over the bridge beside us. King's Landing at Ship Creek. He said, watch out how you say that word, Ship Creek. This is our one and only restroom stop of the tour. So well, we're going to come up here and learn about some fishing. Look at all these seagulls.
You can take the smolt and fry to a different stream in Alaska, release them in that stream, and even though they were produced in that one factory or that one hatchery, they'll only come back to the stream that they're released in. We're not sure exactly how they do that, but they're able to do that. Each one of my kids, we have 5 of those, and 15 for each one of those kids, about 130 salmon we can take on a regular basis. You fillet that out, that's about 3 or 4 pounds per fish. You put that in your freezer, you got 400 or 500 pounds of fish.
Well, we just got what our guide called the Reader's Digest version of fishing in Alaska, so now we're going to head back to the trolley. All aboard!
You need to know the difference between a black bear and a brown bear. You can't just look at their fur and be able to tell that's what they are. The best way to do that, that's to look at their scat, because that's just a fancy word for their poop, if you will. Black bear scat tends to be a little bit smaller, has nuts and berries and parts of squirrels in it. Now, brown bear scat tends to be somewhat larger, often contains bells and smells like pepper, so it kind of gives you an idea how useful that will be to you when you're out in the woods. I do apologize for that, only to a degree.
Next stop, we are going to take a trek down to see the Cook statue, learn a little bit about the Northwest Passage and some history there. Yeah, see the sign says Resolution Park. There we have Captain James Cook.
They used to take a bucket, go over the side of the ship, and blow up and taste the water. The water tasted salty, but there was still the ocean. But it tasted fresh, so he thought he was in a giant river. So what we call this the Cook Inlet, where he came into this body of water, we refer to as the turning it arm, because Cook had to turn again the ship into the open ocean. Last summer he had a 9-iron in his right hand, so apparently he traded golf for Bible or Bible for golf. Not sure how that works exactly, but kind of fun.
Oh, back to our ride. Oh, he's got some Devil's Club up here.
But if you brush up against it this time of year, it can scratch the skin and leave a boil in the skin. So if you see that, it's pretty. but it could be pretty ugly depending. Everyone's different. I know that some people get a reaction to it, some people don't get a reaction to it. Moose will eat 45 pounds of willow leaves a day in the summertime. They'll eat 25 pounds of willow bark a day in the wintertime.
Whoa, we got double trolley excitement. All right, so our next stop is here at Earthquake Park.
Right now my foot is on the North American platelet. My right leg is now on the Pacific platelet. In between here runs the North American fault line. On the evening of the earthquake, what took place is that the North American platelet and the Pacific platelet came together so hard that the North American platelet pushed under the Pacific platelet.
So the level down there is the level that the land essentially sunk to as the heat from the plates rubbing together sort of melted the land. This was a giant subdivision that sank. Oh, and you can see the division of the plates right here. Well, let's jump back on our ride.
Mama moose like to come into this area and to teach their babies how to eat little leaves. The last thing we want is for you to get in between a mama moose and her calf. They're very, very protective.
Just a few moments later, we've made a stop over here at a park whose name I did not catch, but we should have some good views from here. I hear birds too, so many birds. So we're looking back over at Anchorage. We can see our ship in the distance. So I think this will be one of our longer stops. We can just bask in all this mountain goodness, town goodness, bird goodness.
We're taking a picture of a bee.
Picture of a bee. Oh, I see it down there. Whoosh. Now, there are signs warning you not to go down there because it's a bit of an unstable bluff. So we'll just keep our distance and enjoy. What can we learn? Oh. So teach me new things that we have learned on this tour that we did not know before.
Oh gosh.
Pop quiz.
I've learned quite a bit about the Good Friday earthquake and all that went on with that. I learned about moose and how they shed their antlers, and their antlers weigh like 60 or 70 pounds.
Where are they?
I don't know. I haven't seen any yet. And they eat willows in the spring and the winter to stay alive, and that's pretty cool.
Well, I have learned that this is a fun way to get a little bit out of town and learn some history and get some cool photo stops. That's what I've learned. I guess I also did learn that if you see like brown on the willow trees, it means the mooses have been nibbling. So that could be a good indicator.
Yeah.
That's an area they like to hang out in.
Oh, back on the trolley.
Yep, time to load them up again.
Most moose calves are born between the 15th of May and the 15th of June. Now, this is not a moose corral. We're not corralling moose in here. There's actually a three-sided fence that pushes the moose away from the airport in this area. Each of those sets of pontoons cost about $20,000 to purchase, but it does allow them to land on over 10,000 lakes up here in Alaska. On behalf of myself and the Anchorage Trolley Company, thank you for going with me today, and I do hope you have an exciting adventure up here in the great state of Alaska.
Well, we have made it back to where we started. Now I think we'll get a few steps in. Now, I've been using an app or mobile website called GPSMyCity to plot fun walking adventures on our own, and there's actually a route through town here that starts here at the historic City Hall, which is where we just got off the trolley, and it takes you around to some cool points. It's like a 1.7 mile walk. Yeah, let's get our stroll on. So we're gonna follow 4th Street from F up here to H. Well, we followed H over to 5th, now turn right on 5th. They have got a coloring lounge and a pelmeni shop right here. All right, let me not get distracted. That's not what we're here for. Well, at the bottom of a little slope, we have found M Street. Oh, Elderberry Park. There's a little sign that says Oscar Anderson House Museum. I see it in the distance. So this is the Oscar Anderson House Museum. Let me see, what facts do I know off the top of my head, totally not reading from anything. Built in 1915, a gentleman born in Sweden, claimed to have been the 18th person to settle in Anchorage. It's the first wood-framed house built in the city, and it's on the Register of Historic Places.
Cool.
Nice. Apparently you can tour here, in season, but advance reservations are required, which we do not have. But apparently it's about $10 a person. Now we will head back up the slope in the direction that we came from. Back up here near 5th and H is the Holy Family Old Cathedral. Did you know that the original parish was established in 1915? The first building is made from cement blocks while big trucks drove by, and it was the first church in the city. But construction on this new church started in 1946. Yeah, I'm just going to link this article. Y'all can read all this yourself, possibly. But Pope John Paul II was here in 1981, and like 80,000 people turned out. We've been seeing signs around town for what they're calling the Planet Walk. I had no idea what that was about, but apparently you can come and learn. And this is where the Planet Walk starts. Also, lots of cars. Well, next up on this list of interesting sights to see is I think it's the Town Square Municipal Park, which is directly across from the Egan Convention Center where the shuttle buses dropped us off. Town Square Park. Well, here on the side of a fine bulk coffee and tea store, we've got a gorgeous mural. I spotted a moose. Might be the only one we see today that's not blue. We already saw a blue moose.
That's pretty.
We're deviating from the highway walking plan just a little bit to have a stroll through the park. Well, the next item on the list actually is on the outside wall of the JCPenney store here at the mall. That is the Wailing Wall, which I guess is done by Wyland, 1994 it says. Yo, do they still have JCPenney? I'm pretty sure all the JCPenney's like around us at home have closed. We might have to go in here. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm not gonna record all up in the JCPenney, but this is amazing. Oh, don't look over there, too hot for YouTube.
It's bras.
There's a whole real mall out here. They've got Claire's. Oh, they've got multiple levels. This is amazing.
You went to Anchorage and you went to...
I went to the mall.
But we've done other stuff too. And we're doing more.
Wild berry products. Now that's cool. Hot topic. Well, once in a blue moose, just in case we missed it outside. It's a different location. Oh, this thing is 3 stories tall. Let's ride an escalator. Wow. I've seen Pandora, Sephora, Bath & Body Works. There's a Lululemon. Level 2 of the JCPenney up ahead of us. Hey guys, we're going back in JCPenney. There was an escalator inside JCPenney, but we chose not to use it, so here we go. Going to the 3rd floor. Let the amazement continue. Ooh, yes. There is a 4th floor here. I think this is the food court. Well, it's definitely worth a look.
I feel like we're in the Mall of America or something.
It's giant.
I've never been to the Mall of America, to be fair about it, so.
What smoothie shakes and yogurts. There's some crane games in the corner. There's some stuff that's closed. Burgers, wings and things, chopsticks, subs. It's a smorgasbord. There's a vending machine that makes super cute and cool cotton candies. Wow, now I've seen everything. What is this sorcery? And apparently they have a milk flavor cotton candy. Espresso Cafe, Fruitland, broken escalator, so I guess maybe we'll have to elevate back down. Look at that, they have like bajillions of types of gear way down there.
Alaska walking store. So if you're flying in and don't want to pack it, you can wait till you get here and buy it. Maybe better deals, who knows?
That's true, we love walking.
That's true.
Back out the way we came in. Well, here at 6th and C is the Anchorage Museum and the Imaginarium Discovery Center, which is kind of a hands-on science center. That is actually the next bullet point on the GPSMyCity route. But I think we'll go ahead and cut up C Street and finish the loop. There's like a fun little circus or something over there. We've come back up to 4th Street. Well, that is actually the 4th Avenue Marketplace, which is the next bullet point. I guess here at 4th and C, heading back in the direction of D. See, there she is, the direction of D. And there we have the Wendler Building. It says it's one of the oldest buildings in Anchorage, the only one with a corner turret. I mean, that's a cool claim to fame. But in front of this building is a little marker. Let's go look at it. Well, according to the article, this is the official starting point of the Iditarod every year. So we saw sort of the ending point in Nome. Got the starting point here in Anchorage.
We did it backwards, but we did it.
That's true. Start with the end, end with the start.
That's cool.
Oh, there's a little more about the building itself. Oldest building still standing here. Hey, I guess that's a picture of the actual start line when it is up. So with that, we have completed the Introduction to Anchorage walk on GPSMyCity. I guess we'll wander back toward the shuttles now. Oh my word, I need some of this in my life. No, I really don't. I don't think I need a Furkini or a Merkin. Well, no shortage of buses here to take us back. Welcome back to the port. Whoa, look at that tide change. Now we go uphill to go downhill. Those were both steeps this morning. Home sweet home. Pow. Record time. I threw my head in a shower. We have some mild costume changes and we are headed to Ding Dong dinner. Casino is closed because we are in port overnight. Now, we did have sort of you can call it a curfew, but not really, of 10 p.m. The last shuttle back from town is 10 p.m. tonight. You can stay out later than that, but if you do, you're spending the night in town. So, hope you like sleeping in Anchorage till the shuttles start tomorrow morning. It's dining room time. Out into the world. We're done with dinner. Well, we've come out onto the sunny side of the world. We're also, I guess, on the non-city facing side of the world currently. I was going to say we could have a nice sit in the chair, but they have started removing them. It's about 6:15. Ah, well. Can I tell you, I did not even take a jacket off the ship today. This has been the gloriousest weather. So nice. Oh yeah, I don't know why my brain was just expecting to see ocean when I rounded the corner. Nope. There's the port. Welcome to the shady side of the ship.
Don't like it.
A little chillier over here.
It's much colder.
Oh, looks like we've had more tide shifting. They've changed the gangway now so that it actually comes in here on deck 3 as opposed to on deck 2, like when we got off and when we returned to the ship today. Well, let's cut back in here then. Well, we've come down to deck 2 now. Let's head to Billboard Onboard.
Shoot back and spin. Hello, emptiness. I feel like I could die. You might blow up and kill this man. Ooh. On the front porch with you. 'Cause out there ain't no high class water. Just know you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your islands in the street, that is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? I've been nothing but a funny riddle. Thank God, the country boy, taking Carson. Feel the way I feel, the way I feel. I feel like a woman.
Thank you guys so much. You've been a wonderful audience.
We're going to get right into our lightning trivia. I'm going to ask the question, write it down, and then I'm going to ask for the answer. There's 30 questions tonight.
Well, time to head up. Room. We have come back to the cabin to find candies and, of course, a paper for tomorrow. Still in Anchorage, so the shuttle will be running from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. tomorrow. And we got our laundry back. This is actually our second time turning in and receiving laundry. It's been only taking about 1 day. So.
Really fast.
Good night, y'all. We are cabin timing.
It's early to bed because early to rise tomorrow.
That's true. We're going to get an early start because we got more big Anchorage adventures yet to come.
Definitely.
So how was your first day in Anchorage?
It was cool. I really enjoyed the trolley tour. Our guide was so knowledgeable and very funny. All the stops that we went to were cool and picturesque and lots of history there, so that was awesome. You could hear the narration really, really clearly.
Yeah.
The trolley was comfortable. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that if you're looking for something to do. Don't have like a ton of time to learn the area, like maybe before you go out on like a cruise tour or something like that, because you usually come to Anchorage. That's a good option.
True. How'd you like your mall visit?
It was good. I didn't end up buying anything, but it was fun to browse, and we ran into a bunch of the crew there, so that was nice that they could get off to and buy some things that they probably have been needing, so that was awesome. And we still got our over 10,000 steps in today, so yeah, life is good.
Trolley ride, getting steps in.
Yep.
What more could you ask for?
More Anchorage tomorrow.
That's true. Y'all, let's talk about dinner. We got to go to bed.
Yes.
So let's see. We both actually got those coconut crusted meatballs.
These were delicious. It tasted like sort of like meatloaf minus ketchup, just the interior part of it. And then the coconut crusting was good. It didn't remind me of coconut, just a really good crust.
True.
It was like a warm mayonnaise
The
sauce.
dressing.
But it tasted good with it, and then like a pico de gallo. So it was quite tasty.
Yeah, first thing I did when the plate came down was try to take a bite, just taste the sauce, and I was like, don't eat the sauce by itself.
Not by itself,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, good overall. There is your, what was that?
It's beet hummus with roasted cauliflower, pine nuts, and like some sort of ciabatta bread. It was really good. It needed a little bit of seasoning, but the like it had za'atar flavoring on there, and I love za'atar. It was good, yeah.
I got the potato soup, and it was good overall. Nice and hot. It did need a little bit of seasoning, too. I put some pepper on it. It was just on the borderline to where I could enjoy it without having to add salt, but it could have used like 6 grains more of salt in the bowl. But Good overall, potatoey. Every time I got a little bite that had some cheese in it, ooh, that gave me that little salty punch I needed.
There you go.
Yeah. You had some salmon for your main.
Yeah, they have these different salmon bowls pretty much every night while we've been in Alaska. This is a teriyaki salmon bowl with cauliflower rice and avocado. Really tasty, very flavorful, cooked beautifully, and I love cauliflower rice, so this was delicious.
I love when things are cooked beautifully. Speaking of cooked beautifully, I forget the official name. It was pork, and it involved, it involved ginger and orange, I think. But
Pineapple.
it was very, there's pineapple in there. It was very sweet and sour type. It had those little crispy noodles on top, rice. This came together well. Did not need any extra flavor. It was packing a punch, but a little sweet, a little savory. I like that. There is your rhubarb crisp.
Yes, I love rhubarb. It's a little sour for some people, but I grew up eating it, so I just always enjoyed it. And the crisp topping was really good with French vanilla ice cream. You can't go wrong. It was delicious.
Oh. I double dipped. I wanted to try this matcha dessert, which was the no sugar added. Y'all, this is the kind of dessert that you order if you don't want any sweetness in your life. Now, the matcha flavor was very true. It was very green tea matcha flavor forward. Sweetness, zero. So it was a bitter dessert. It was not sweet in the least. I don't think I would get it again because I at least want a little bit of sweetness in my life, but I am glad I tried it.
But it tasted just like matcha. Like 100%.
So if you like matcha, which I do, but you want a non-sweet dessert, that's
Sprinkle
it.
sugar on it.
That's it. Then I got a cheese plate. And what more can I say about a cheese plate other than yum, yum? And I love that the cheeses change every night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really good dinner.
That's it. Y'all, so bedtime.
Yep.
More Anchorage tomorrow.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Bye.